Oi, fala aí pessoal, bom dia. Você está escutando o Inglês no Rádio. I am your host, Foster Hodge. This is your daily dose of English. Hey, what's up guys? It is Foster from Inglês no Cru. Happy... What day is today, Alexia?
Hump day.
Hump day. Today's Wednesday. I'm a little bit under the weather.
Yeah, Foster got really sick this past 3 days.
É, você deve falar isso em português. Por acaso minha mãe está aí escutando?
O Foster ficou muito doente esses últimos 3 dias, assim, de cama, sem conseguir se mexer. E agora está voltando ao normal.
Então, Alexia, tem uma surpresa pra mim. Eu não sei de qual tema a gente vai falar hoje, mas a Alexia falou que vai ser divertida, que provavelmente quer dizer que vai encher meu saco.
Don't say that.
Okay, what are we talking about today?
So, as usual, I always use Instagram to ask you guys a lot of questions.
You use Instagram?
Yes.
What is Instagram?
Shut up. And then
I literally don't know.
And then a few weeks ago, I asked you guys to send personal questions for us. So I would do the About Us episode.
Personal questions about us.
Yeah.
Why would you ever do that?
And then we have very interesting questions.
Oh my God. Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So
Give them to me.
the
Hit me.
first one. Hit me. The first one. Do you think that
Are the questions in English or Portuguese?
they are in Portuguese? I am translating right now.
Ah, just read them in Portuguese.
Ok. Os pais de Foster tiveram alguma implicância com a Alexia sobre acharem que ela estava interessada no green card, etc. So, hi Jamie, you know that you listen to us. You're gonna understand the rest right now. But this is a question from them. It's not like what we
Yeah.
think.
So is Alexia just in a relationship with me to get a green card? Short answer, yes. Absolutely yes. Long answer.
I made it clear from the beginning that I am only with Foster because of the green card.
No, dogs
And you
green
are
cards.
only with me because of my European citizen.
Your your EU passport.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally transactional. Yep. Okay, next question.
No, seriously, I don't think they ever thought about it.
No.
Yeah.
No, I think from the moment they met you, maybe at first my mom was like, oh, no, Foster's dating a Brazilian. I never think that they thought, oh, she's doing this for a green card. But from the moment they met Alexia, they loved Alexia.
Yay. Okay. So, como vocês se conheceram?
We met each other in a bar in Rio.
Yeah, so people who are from Rio and are listening to us, we met at BG, Baixo Gávea.
Yeah, it's so romantic.
Yeah, it was a Thursday night. Everyone was there, including me, including Foster, and we
Yeah.
met there.
A quick tip for all of the female listeners looking for handsome gringos. BG Thursday night, you will find a lot of.
I think that nowadays it's not BG anymore. It's Belmonte de Leblon.
Yeah, yeah. Belmonte de Leblon. That's. I feel like everyone there, it's like so chic. You always feel underdressed.
So we met there at BG. And then we have our first date.
We had
our first date, which lead us for the next question. Como foi o primeiro encontro? How was our first date?
Yeah, I think the first date was pretty good. So we went to Noi Gastronomia. It's a little beer restaurant in Leblon, and we met and we spoke for about an hour in English, and then I could tell that Alexia really wanted to speak
I
Portuguese,
was so tired.
and I had already had a few beers, so I had the courage to speak Portuguese because this was a long time ago when my Portuguese was much worse than it is now. And then I went to the bathroom, switched to Portuguese, everything was good, and the rest is history.
I lied to him that I liked beer, but
Yeah, our relationship started with a lie. Yeah.
but I thought, okay, I'm gonna take this American guy to a bar next to where I used to live. So if it's really weird, I can walk home and no problem at all. And if it's not weird at all, that's fine. I am really near home as well. And this is a bar for those who love beer. You should go there. Noi is super cool.
You just
And
assume because I was American, I loved beer.
yeah,
Yeah.
of
Well, in this
course.
case, your assumption was correct.
And because, yeah, that's true. And because while you were in Beijing, you told me that you used to love beer as well. So,
And I was probably drinking a lot of beers.
yeah.
Yeah. All the clues were there. All the signals were clear.
Ok, so next one. Quais foram os países que vocês já visitaram que mais gostaram?
Do you want to answer this question together or separately?
I think that I loved Uruguay so much. I think it was the most amazing surprise in my life that
Yeah.
Uruguay is in my heart forever.
Yeah. I mean, I think literally because the amount of red meat you ate, it is literally in your arteries giving you a heart attack. So just to clarify, together we have traveled to now Portugal, the US, Brazil, Argentina, Chile, and Uruguay.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Correct.
And then
And then I have traveled to Paris and England. So the south of England, like Oxford, Bath, Swanage, and a little bit of London.
yeah.
And
And-
Foster is everywhere.
I've traveled a good bit. So if I could recommend if I could recommend one country that
Tick tack, tick tack, tick tack.
I think a country that probably doesn't get enough attention would be I'll have to think about it.
Guatemala.
Guatemala is an awesome country, but not for the faint of heart. It is pretty difficult travel. If you're traveling in Europe, I would always recommend Spain. Spain is, well,
Yeah.
it's a special place in my heart. If you're going to Asia, I mean, Thailand's a great place, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I think from our last trips,
Our last trip.
yeah, I think that Uruguay will be my top one.
Yeah, if you're in Brazil and you're wanting to travel in South America, and you have so many options in South America, it's hard for me to talk about travel because I am not one of those people that says, "Oh, I traveled to Canada and I did not like it."
No, that yeah, it's
Oh,
really
that is a
weird.
good option though. Montreal is badass.
Foster, let me tell you something. You only been there for 3 days, 4 days,
I really enjoyed
including
the city.
the arrival and the departure from the airport, and you were there for a bachelor party, which it was all about drinking. So you don't know the city that much. You
Alexia.
remember?
Alexia, can I tell you something? When you start a phrase with "let me tell you something," the rest of your argument is just invalid.
No,
It does
it's
not
not.
work.
It's super valid, and people will be Team Alexia on that.
I doubt it. I've been receiving a lot of emails that says, unless Alexia starts saying something correctly,
You
we
so
are going to stop
annoying.
listening to the podcast.
Okay, next question. Qual cidade vocês pretendem ficar em Portugal? E quando vocês vão? This was a question a long time ago before we came to Portugal.
Yeah.
So now we are at Rosário, which is an aldeia. I don't know how to say this in English.
Yeah.
In
So
Alentejo.
Portuguese people are pretty weird. We are recognizing that very quickly. So we are technically in Rosário. Actually, technically, we're not even in Rosário. Que não é uma vila, mas não é uma aldeia, mas não é uma cidade, mas não é um monte, mas não é uma herdade. Os portugueses são esquisitos. Pra cacete, nossa senhora.
Yeah, Foster, he started to talk about like small towns and cities, and the owner of the house, he was like, no, aqui não é, cá não é uma cidade, isto é uma aldeia,
Yeah.
mas onde nós estamos é um monte, e monte ainda é menor do que aldeia, e assim vai.
Yeah. And no disrespect to Portuguese people. I already love Portuguese people. They are very funny, have been extremely nice and welcoming to us, but they are very particular with words. Like,
As my grandfather used to say, eu gosto de tudo muito bem explicadinho. That's it.
yeah, but it's so well explained that it's too confusing to understand.
So, answering the question, we are at Alentejo.
Yes. And we don't know where we're going from here.
No.
Okay, Alexia, so we call it a day, and
The next year, we'll leave for the next episode.
awesome.
Okay.
Sounds good. See you guys.
Bye.